Thank you. So my name is Tsukamoto. I grew up in a small town outside of Kyoto, Japan. And as you might know about Kyoto, which is one of the most authentic part of Japan because it was the old capital city. But when I was in middle school, I began playing a five-string banjo. And of course, I was the only kid in town playing banjo around the time. But here is the result. So what I do is a mixture of original music and some stories behind them. So I hope you're going to have a good time. First piece was one of my original songs entitled As If It Were Yesterday. And since I spend a lot of time on the road, traveling to different places to perform shows, I also compose a lot of music in different locations, including this next piece I'm going to play. I wrote this piece in the mountain in Utah several years ago. And after playing shows in Utah, me and my wife decided to take 2 days off to explore. And we ended up renting a Jeep. But I was scared to drive a Jeep, so I asked my wife to drive. And she drove the Jeep about a couple hours through those very steep canyons. And we finally got to this beautiful natural stone bridge with the huge red rocks. And I had my guitar in the Jeep, so I picked up the guitar and started playing the guitar by the natural bridge. And after a while, this little piece came about. So I named this piece as a name of the place, and this is called Gemini Bridge. Thank you. Thank you. That was the original piece called Another Great Day to Be Alive. And now I'd like to introduce one of the Japanese folk songs, since I grew up in Japan. And this song is from southern part of Japan, Okinawa. You know Okinawa, right? And as you know, it was the part of the United States territories from 1960s till 70s, about 10 years. But also Okinawa was a different country before Japan for a long time. It was actually a kingdom for 450 years. And sadly, Japan took over Okinawa, even though these people had totally different cultures, including beautiful traditional folk songs. This song I'm going to sing is a very old folk song from Kingdom era. This song talks about the woman who was a beautiful woman, so she got an offer from the king back then to get married. And usually when king says something to people, they were supposed to say yes. But this woman didn't want to get married him, so she rejected his proposal. But she survived. And she became a heroine, and this song came about. And I'll be singing this song in Okinawan local dialect, which I don't even understand much. You are welcome to sing along if you want to. 佐渡屋の小屋によさゆいゆいアンチュラサリバシよあはりのチンダラカのシャマさあざししゅぬバナンバよさゆいゆい太郎やねずむたよたはりのチンダラカのシャマよ Thank you. I hope you didn't understand the language. Actually, a couple months ago, I played at the Japanese festival in Atlanta, and after I sang this piece, a group of women from Okinawa came to me, and they said, "You have a wrong accent." But I think today is fine. No Japanese people in the audience. I wrote this next piece in a small town in West Virginia named Marlinton. And Marlinton is in a county, Pocahontas County. And this county is pretty much remote place, very much isolated place. But it's a beautiful place, lots of wilderness and nature left. And also, this is a small town, but it's got a very nice opera house built in 19th century. It's an old theater. And I played at the opera house, and lots of American small towns have similar places. Local people renovate old historic buildings to nice venues. And this Pocahontas Opera House is also one of them. And after the show, I was talking to the manager of the venue, and her name is Bryn. Bryn was 37 years old back then when I played there several years ago. And she said to me, if you have time tomorrow morning before you go to next destination, why don't you come to my house, because I live up in the mountain and I want to show you around. And I said, okay, sure. But the thing is, this place didn't have any phone receptions, phone signals. So which means my iPhone GPS didn't work. So what she did was writing a map to her house, and she gave me a map. And next morning, I started driving with her handwritten map, and shortly after, I got lost. But I just kept climbing up the mountain with my guests. And I finally arrived at her place. And she said to me, let's go out to the walk. And we started walking into the forest. And as we walked, she explained about the mountains and lands. And she found a stone, and she picked it up. And when she flipped the stone, there was a fossil on the other side of the stone. And she said this place was the bottom of the water a long, long time ago. And we kept walking again about 15 minutes or so. And we got to the hill. And she said to me, if you don't mind, I'd like to go up to the top of the hill together. And we started going up. And as we got to the top of the hill, there was a tall tree. And from the tree, there was a bell hanging. And she rang the bell only one time. And it was such a beautiful moment because there was no one there except me and her. And the sound of the bell just kept ringing through those hills. But at the same time, I was wondering, so I asked her, I don't see anybody here who put this bell. And she said, this is what I did. And she started talking her personal story. I had a son. His name was Sam. Sam was born at the local hospital. And after he was born, we came back to this place, but within a month, he died here. And a husband at the time, and I carried him, and we brought our son to the top of the hill, right here. And we dig a hole, and we buried him underneath this tree. And after that, we put this bell above him. And after hearing the story, I just didn't have any words to say because I simply didn't expect that kind of story. And I also have a small kids too. But the brain kept talking. If my son is alive now, he'll be 9 years old this year. And I'm late 30s now, and I'm still young, and I might be able to find another partner, another man in the future. But I really don't know. But I know I have to keep going somehow. And I know my life still continues, but I still can't leave this place. So what I do is bringing different performers from different places to enrich this mountain community. And after I heard a story, I wrote this piece, and this is called Sam's Hill and Sky. Doesn't pay Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Since I'm in Connecticut, I'm going to do a piece that I wrote in Connecticut. So as you know, there's a small town by I-91, Hamden. There are two mountains. One has a round shape, and next to the round one, there's a longer one. And these two mountains are connected, and people call it Sleeping Giant, right? And the next Sleeping Giant, there's a university, Quinnipiac University. And one of the professors there, whose name is Luis, Luis is originally from Argentina, and he's been here in Connecticut for many years, and we became friends because he kept coming to my shows whenever I play in Connecticut. And a couple years ago, I was playing shows in New Hampshire and Vermont, and he knew that I was up in the area, so he called me up and he said, do you have time to stop by on your way back home to New York City? So I decided to stop by Hamden, where he lived, and me and him did trail walking through Sleeping Giant. And it was this time of the year, a cold day in December, but it was a beautiful experience for me. And a few weeks later, I received a package from him. And when I opened the box, there were 4 thick books about Sleeping Giant. And Luis enclosed a letter, and he wrote that I am personally very attached to this place. And also, this is an important place for Quinnipiac University too. So I want to ask you a favor. I want you to compose a piece about this mountain. But before you compose, you have to study about this place. And it was pretty difficult to read, but I tried my best to read those books he sent. And I learned that this place was originally a sacred place of native people living there back then. And their name is Habamok people, so I named this piece as Habamok, Sleeping Giant. Thank you very much.